Bro, God's I need a real man. Let me turn up the mic. Stop letting me down. Stop letting me down. Your life and mine. But she said she'd never turn on me. Your life and mine. But you did. But you did. Your life and mine. All this pain you said I'd never feel. Your life and mine. But I do. But I do.
GM, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. This is a celebration today. I remember last time we celebrated on this space was when we hit 2 million registrations, right? This is the next celebration. This is a celebration space. We're celebrating a successful merge. Everything went as planned, everything went smooth. So shout out to Vitalik and the entire Ethereum team for making this happen, right? But this is just the start. There's a lot to go over today. There's a lot to talk about today, right? Just to kind of give a quick recap, the merge was moving from proof of work to proof of stake. Ethereum is now using 99.9% more efficient, more green, more eco-friendly, better for the environment. This allows one Ethereum to scale quicker, faster, easier, better. Two, it also allows big corporations, institutions, investors, so forth and so on, who are ESG compliant to now invest in the protocol. So when is the flipping happening between Bitcoin and Ethereum? I think we see that over the course of the next 10 years, right? It's just a more logical and reasonable investment at this point, right? So much more useful than, in my opinion, Bitcoin. Next, the merge does not lower gas fees or anything of that nature, but it is required to get to that level, right? The next upgrade, and look what's happening right before us right now, right? We just had the merge upgrade. The next upgrade on the Ethereum network is going to be sharding. Sharding is the upgrade that's going to, it's estimated between 2023 and 2024. That's the upgrade that's going to lower network fees, lower gas fees, and so forth and so on. So lower fees is coming. If you guys see what's going on here, this protocol has been improving and is improving, and there's more upgrades down the roadmap as well, all the way up into the year like 2027 or something like that, right? So the technology is only getting better by the day, by the year. So I'm confident to continue to build on this, right? I also made a tweet the other day. The name wrapper is coming. That's another upgrade for this protocol that's about to happen. So if you're here right now, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. You're here before 99% of the population, right? We're doing the damn thing the right way. Now, I do want to announce. The first pin tweet. I did a podcast with Crypto Slam. If you guys want to check that out, Crypto Slam is a nice. They were nice to me, good people. The podcast is on YouTube. I did it with ENS Academy. So y'all could go ahead and check that out. It's pinned to the top. It's not too long, and some valuable info out right there as well. Right. Next, I want to announce that we are officially Domain Plug and Bloom Capital is officially our second sponsor of ENS Updates. Right. I think it makes sense. I think they align with what we're trying to do. Same with the Maxis. Shout out to the Maxi. Shout out to Bloom. You see, what I love about these sponsorships is that we're not just taking random people and saying, hey, you guys can sponsor the show, right? We're taking people that align with building in this ecosystem, that aligns with, with what we believe in, right? And I want to give a huge shout out to the Maxis, our first sponsor, right? The Maxis, and now they're doing great work. They're sponsoring other spaces. That shows you what ENS Maxis is about and how they're actually contributing to the space, right? They're helping take this space to the next level. So shout out to the Maxis. Bloom, we know Bloom and Domain Plug is launching a marketplace in the coming days, very, very soon. He said he can launch it as soon as Friday if all the technicalities come right. So this will be your space, the place where you kind of learn about some of those upgrades and updates that's going on with that marketplace. I'm very excited for that sponsorship as well, y'all. And for those who've been following the show for the past several weeks, it's crazy. Just a few weeks ago, right? Just a few weeks ago, I got my workplace that I worked at threw me to the curb, put me in the trash, and basically said, "You're not good enough to be here anymore," right? And right after that, all these doors began to open up in the world of Web3, starting with the Maxis. Then we have the Gitcoin grants coming out, and then Bloom reached out and wanted to participate. So it goes to show you that everything happens for a reason, right? A negative situation always, right, turns out to work in your favor if you make it work in your favor and you believe it'll work in your favor. So I'm very grateful for the Maxis. I'm very grateful for Bloom, for the ENS DAO, for everybody who's here. It's been a ride. It's honestly been a ride for me these past couple of weeks, but I'm here and I'm enjoying every second of it. That being said, yeah, I do have a grant that is up. Thank you everybody who has donated to the grant so far. Very grateful, very appreciative of that. If you guys want to donate to the grant, I pinned it to the top. You guys can check it out. And with that being said, I'll go ahead and pass it over to Ron. Ron, the stage is yours, man.
Yeah, GM Kev, GM everybody. Yeah, big historic day. Wow. I mean, I don't even think maybe we comprehend how big that was, how big it can be moving forward. But yeah, I mean, this is literally a day, and certainly, I would say certainly maybe for sure one of the probably top 5 events. Some people saying one of the very biggest events ever to happen in crypto. And we always say from day one of doing the show, we've always said that a bet on ENS is a bet on Ethereum, right? And once again, why I'm so impressed with people like Master and Gary Palmer is because I was running a fund that whole time. From 2017, and a lot of times I can think of at least 2, maybe 3 times I completely got out of my Ethereum positions because I didn't know if it was going to make it, right. It wasn't just Ethereum's the clear winner, kind of how we feel like it is now, and still things will change over the next decade or so, but there was times when we now, when we say Ethereum killer, it's got no teeth right now, right? There'll be other chains and they'll have other purposes. And just full disclosure, I own all of them in our fund because they're all going to potentially, I see a day of a lot of interoperability, right? But I invest in all of them because I think most of them will carve out their own little niche. But when you say Ethereum killer, no one takes that serious right now, right? So now it's more kind of destiny, kind of a manifest destiny now that where it's going. But during those last 5 years, it hasn't been so sure. And then pulling off this is just huge. So congrats to everyone here. Everyone's an OG now that's been through that. And yeah, definitely. Few of us in the room are old enough to remember the Y2K vibes when that was a serious question. Nobody knew what the hell was going to happen at midnight, when we turned over from 1999 to 2000. It was they didn't know if half the computer systems were going to shut down. I'm talking the computers that ran electricity and everything. So it was a big deal. But yeah, huge thing on that. Yeah, happy to see the new sponsors. Happy to see the show moving forward, and because it's a commitment, I mean, the reason Kev got kicked to the curb is because he was doing the show every day, and they didn't like that, even though it was his lunch hour, and that's just Web2 dipshits, and that's just why it sucks so bad to have a job, and it's nice to see because this is important space, and we're doing a lot of good things here. Yesterday, we had over 500 people tune in. Right? Because not everyone stays the whole time. That's significant. We got some real alpha here. We got real important stuff gets shared. I mean, in 1.5 hours, we can pretty much know everything major that's going on within the ENS and the greater crypto thing. So that's huge. yeah, shout out too to the Maxis. I was on the ENS Latino call today, and the Maxis are sponsoring them, and they gave away a Maxi, and then I was in a little Maxi space right before I got on here, and one of the guys from ENS Latino that had won came up, and he was super happy, rocking a killer Maxi, and uh, and then another guy got on and was saying that he had just got his first Maxi, and the community had really reached out to him, and he really never experienced that. And I've seen that over time. People used to say like the Lazy Lions and stuff really reached out, early Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, you know. And I was literally on a space yesterday. It was like 400 people, and 80% of them were bored apes or mutants or kennel clubs or whatever. So I mean, I can't wait till the day when the ENS Maxis reach that same level. And you know, like even this space, you look down, there's a lot of ENS Maxis. I can't wait till all the spaces are like that, and we really become noticed, and it really becomes a flex, you know. And that'll be fun, and that's cool, and it's organic. ENS Maxis is very organic, just like ENS is very organic. It's different. It's a different vibe than any other coin, any other community I've been in. Very organic, right? We're building together. We're pulling the wagon together. We're making it happen together. We're helping each other. It isn't about one, you know, quote unquote influencer who owns all the maxis and they're dumping on everybody, or they're hyping it and they're all coordinated dumping behind the scenes. Same with the ENS in general. It's a different vibe. I think we all feel it. It's different, and we're still so freaking early. That's part of the reason those people don't even know about it yet, you know. And even the NFT community isn't 100% in on it. So us doing, everybody sharing it, everyone doing spaces, everyone doing podcasts, everyone doing the interviews, all the stuff we're seeing happen. That's just the tip of the iceberg, I can promise you. So, anyway, yeah, exciting day. Congrats to everyone who made it, and huge congrats to Vitalik and the team. Man, that is just, you know, I've heard it described as changing the jet engine in mid-flight was the difficulty. Probably more difficult, probably far more difficult than putting a man on the moon initially. So yeah, big day, man. Excited for the celebration.
Wow, that's a great analogy. Changing a jet engine mid-flight. Yeah, man. I think this is one of the biggest technological advancements the world has ever seen. Right? It's something of that difficulty. And the crazy thing is they're just getting started. This is just the beginning. They have much more upgrades, much more updates to go over the course of the next 10 or so years. Right? So this is not a platform that is sitting down and staying still. They want to upgrade. They know they need to improve. They want to achieve the rate of 1 billion active users on the Ethereum network. So anyway, let's go over to Master. Master, good morning, good evening, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kev. Good morning, Ron and ENS Punks and NFTverse, everyone. And good morning, Lily. Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys, and we are also glad to witness the important Ethereum merge. I think that's one small step for Ethereum, but one giant leap for mankind. Or we say the blockchain world, right? Because we are coming to a new era. And the lucky thing is that we don't need to spend huge amount for those graphic cards for the game players, because previously, we want to DIY a PC while the graphic card is super expensive, and they say there's no brand new graphic cards because they are all went to minings. So lots of people don't understand that, and that doesn't make sense, right? That's also a waste on the electricity. So yeah, I think everything should be exactly what they should be, yeah, because this way it sounds more reasonable. So let me ask you guys one question right now. How many opportunities you really see that in our lifetime that we might catch it? I see a lot of people just say that I would have purchased the stock of Tesla when it was $10, right? I would have buy the .com domain when they were very cheap. I would have to register as in like 3 digits .com by it was 1990s, right? At that time people use fax machine to fax all the application for the .com and wire the money. So yeah, they tell anything about that. And a lot of people actually, I think, with the space right now, they have plenty of knowledge regarding the domain investing. But the thing is that, there is only one, .com in the past 30 years, and there might be only one .es project in the next 30 years. Which means if you miss one project, even you have a lot of knowledge, even you did all the right thing, but if you are not at the time side, if you don't have that opportunity to just have that perfect chance to be, aware of the project, then I'm sorry, you have to, work, you have to be employee of others, while they, just because they came to the game earlier, right? Just remember the story I shared with you guys, that in China there are a lot of, the .com players. They cannot speak Chinese Mandarin perfectly. Their accent is so strong. They don't have very, decent, as they are not well educated. I don't think they have college degree, but they maybe someone introduced them to play the .com game at very early stage. Wow, they have lots of three-letter .com domain, which makes them very rich. And then, lots of schools, they are trying to invite them to make a speech on very high profile and very decent, lecturer to the school, just because the resource they have. But imagine, what if they don't have these .com domains within their accounts? They have nothing, right? So sometimes choice is more important than, endeavor. For lots of cases, we should be so, grateful and feel lucky that we have this opportunity to, just run into the .es and run into the full house right here. And we have the same, maybe we have the same, hobby or interest in the blockchain that make us together and make us understand the Web3 at this stage. Because, if you, if you are more diligent people, you have a more, a passion people. But if you are not running into such a project, then maybe lots of your endeavor is just in vain. This is my point. So we should be feeling lucky on that. .es is the, the blockchain era's bonus to everyone, that just because we are here early than others, then we deserve this, to be in this big party. But always there's opportunities, right? Right at, like right now, every dip is a chance to buy in for all the liquidities, like 3 or 4 digits. And also when digits are, some people think they are underestimated, some people think they are, overestimated relatively comparing to the premium words. Then maybe, when digits is high, it is not, a bad choice to buy some, cheap, premium words or country names, or company names, especially if we know name wrapper is going live by end of this month, or early next month. Then yeah, likely this is going to happen, because we know all these going to happen, and we know this will be something great, and definitely will bring more people on board into the game. ENS growing in the past 3 to 5 years, and we never see any kind of one news that can make huge negative impact to this project. Every news is a good news in the past, right? So as long as Ethereum keeps to be the leading blockchain in the whole, blockchain, including like Solana, Bitcoin, Tezos, all the different chains, right? As long as Ethereum is leading on this, then .is no doubt is the .com in the crypto world. And holding our bags and keep comparing your domain's quality versus the .com domain, the same prefix, I think that's the right way to do. You use that at least minimum, for the cost. Like if you have voice.is, you need to compare that with voice.com, which is 30 million US dollar, last time sold. You should do something like that to make sure you are a diamond hand. You don't want to sell it early, right? Imagine some people offer you a 100, some people offer you a 1 million US dollar offer right now. But if your dream is something like 30 million US dollar, then you may ask yourself a question: what other investment is going to give you that another 30 times of the investment? You buy stock, you buy bond, or you buy something else, and how many years, if you keep doing that, will give you that return? Because we know this is going to replace .com, unless you are super need that liquidity, you need the money to change your life. Maybe, yeah, that works. But to me, I think, because I already foresee that is going to happen and nothing is going to stop that, or very little chance is going to stop that, then I'd prefer to do something I'm good at. So imagine what will I do once I sold all my domains in the .eth age, because if my bag is clean, then all my knowledge within domain may be all in vain, because I might not participate a lot on the other domain projects. And if I sold all my names, which means it's kind of the market is a bit high, and it's difficult will be to buy some name back, because sell buy low, sell high is not what I'm good at. I'm only good at to be some of the farmer, right? To plant in the proper season and harvest in other season. So there, and for lots of people in lifetime, you only have one round of that opportunity to gain your first buck of gold. For most peoples, maybe there are lots of other opportunities, but yeah, we should grab the very one that in our hands, that we see it, and don't just let it slip in some other easy way. So I think today is a great day. Today is I think in China right now is September the 15th, and some other countries maybe the different time zone. We finished the merge by September the 14th. This is a red letter. This is a great day. This is definitely going to be on the historic book, and I think we all made it together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master. Words of wisdom from the Master himself, right? This guy's an OG in the game. I said this multiple times. When Master speaks, drop everything you're doing. If you're driving, pull over to the side. If you're cooking, put the pots away, right? Whatever you're doing. If you're at work, go run to the bathroom and take a lunch break. Stop what you're doing when Master speaks. The guy has wisdom. He's an OG. Thank you, Master, for that. I do want to do a quick reset of the room, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ENS Update Show. We do a show every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about all things in the Web3 and ENS ecosystem, right? Special shout out to our two sponsors, ENS Maxis and Domain Plug, right? So with that being said, let's go right over to the NFT verse. NFT verse, man, the stage is yours, brother.
Hey, Jim, 5159. As always, thank you for hosting the show. Thank you for always staying consistent, man. Consistency pays off, right? We started this show way back when, around April, and have been consistent ever since. And never thought that you'd even have an opportunity to get a sponsor, to get one sponsor, right? And now you have two sponsors. That's special to the community. It shows growth. It shows maturity of where we're at right now in this space. These spaces, these ENS updates show started in a bear market. It started pre-merge. This ENS update show is historic. It's garnering so much attention. I mean, like Ron said, I mean, over 500 people tapped into this space. We said that we were going to get it to 1,000. That's still the goal, and that's going to happen. I have no doubt about that. So 5159, continue to do what you're doing. I told you, man, when they told you you was that prior place that you were at, that the doors were going to open up. I told you not to worry about it, bro. So here we are today, and the doors are going to open even wider for you. RN1, Ebron, thanks for co-hosting as usual. Always great knowledge and insight, master. Of course, the true OG in here, that you don't get people. That's why this space is so different, the diversity that falls in here, and not just from ethnicity. That's just one piece of it, but from the knowledge and understanding and being around here so long. Master was in this thing way before all of us in here. We're impatient. We were just like, oh my God, when is this gonna happen? I hope this hurry up and happens. Like, good gosh, it's taking so long. But Master's been patient, and he's been waiting around. He and Gary, they've been around for a while, man, and it's a testament to their belief system in this framework and in this protocol. They've gone through the rough times, and they've been able to watch this thing happen and see what happens on the other side. I know that they're probably more excited than any of us. Again, Kev, congratulations. I see Gary out there. What's up, Gary? ENS Punks 34 to my girl. 2302.e Flexter, ENS Maxis, what is it? Digital Goat.eth, and I see Thread Girl out there, and among others. Thank you, community. We wouldn't be at the numbers that we're at if it wasn't for you guys, tapping in each morning. I don't know what everybody's schedule is, but it seems like people find time in here to catch this show, and that's what's important. I did post something at the top because ENS Maxis did reach out to me and posted something in regards to the ENS Happy Hour. It looks like we may have something to talk about, guys. It looks like the ENS Happy Hour may have a sponsor, and in the ENS Maxis, man. They're really, I appreciate you guys even considering the ENS Friday Night Happy Hour for some type of partnership. That I don't think that people understand the importance of breaking away from all of this stuff and having a mental break from all of this talk about ENS and domains and all of that stuff. We love it, we're passionate about it, but we got to take a break. So ENS Maxes, I will be in contact with you guys so we can come up with a plan, because I believe that the community would love to have that type of engagement and partnership, because to me you guys are really stepping forth and really symbolizing what it means to say, you know what, I believe in what's going on. I believe in the future of where these spaces are going, and I believe that they're going to continue to grow. And you guys are trying to put your footprint in it with the community, and you're putting. I don't know if I can't say you putting your money where your mouth is, but I'm pretty sure you are. And that's what's important, is connecting with the community and engaging with the community. And when you can build a foundation like that, you guys build a lot of trust. That's where trust comes in. And when the trust comes in, it's hard for anybody to beat that. I don't care who comes off the street to try to pop up in here once we all go big time. Who knows? Maybe Budweiser start to come in here, and maybe they'll want to sponsor the happy hour at some point. Budweiser, what are you waiting on? You got beer.eth. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, but just to say that, thank you guys for tapping in this morning. I look forward to the conversation. This is what growth is about. This is what growth. You guys have seen it. Grassroots organic growth. This is what it's all about, man. I look forward to hearing some of the questions out there, man. This is post merge, man. We different now. Thanks, Kill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are different indeed. We are different indeed. So we have a phenomenal list of speakers on stage right now. We're going to get to every single person. What I wanted to say, I forgot during the last reset of the room. Let's go ahead and retweet this room, right? Let's get this room outside of our ecosystem, right? Because I feel like we're getting numbers in here. The room is growing. The space is growing. But it's vital that we get this space outside of our immediate ecosystem, outside of the people we see on Twitter every single day, or the people we quote unquote interact with on Twitter every day. That's the way for true growth and true adoption within ENS and Ethereum within itself, right? So let's keep it moving right along here. Let's go over to Gary Palmer Jr. Gary, man, the stage is yours, brother.
Yeah, thanks 5159. 5159. Man, I can't wait till Twitter updates and incorporates ENS, because then I can stop thinking, man, 5159 Cat for King. Nope, it'll just be straight 5159. But yeah, until then on Twitter you got two names, I guess. No, back to what 5159 said. It is really important that people retweet the space. There's a horrible Twitter update, and Twitter Spaces is even more difficult to use than ever before. So retweeting the space is really important. Follow the people on stage, anybody that you resonate, especially the hosts and co-hosts. But yeah, ENS naming protocol, super exciting. It's post merge ENS name protocol world. And Kev, I missed the very beginning, but I saw some of the tweets he has pinned at the beginning there. I think those were right, what I saw. I think now that we have the merge over, I think we're going to be, obviously we're going to be getting the name wrapper. And then between the merge being completed and the name wrapper being completed, those things are going to onboard a lot of people. right? With their human readable identification, immutable NFTs, this token format that are, people haven't even totally realized. Like, we've been having a lot of fun with a lot of aspects of ENS, but the fact that these are programmable is more meaningful than I think a lot of people recognize. And the fact that there's unlimited data fields with the records that you can attach to the ENS name is more meaningful than people recognize. And because then you merge that with the ideas of the unlimited subdomains and the names and the identity, the fact that this can be programmable and extendable to infinity across both Web 2 and, it's a Web 3 NFT asset, Web 3 protocol, but can be extended across all Web 2 and Web 3 platforms. Yeah, super, super exciting. But in terms of the degen in me, yeah, I'm super excited about the Prime Numbers Club. I'm interested in the U.S. States Club. I'm also interested in the World Cities Club. A little bit of discussion in my post about the World Cities Club. People are saying, well, should it be like just the cities in America versus just the cities in Europe, or just the cities in Germany, or should it be like all countries, or should it be all countries based on GDP? And the reason I'm hyped about the cities is just because of the subdomain potential, right? And people getting, using it for their identity and being, not everybody can be threadgirl.eth. So maybe someone wants to be like threadgirl.lebanon.eth. You know what I mean? Or thread, or Gary.America, or Gary. Poland, or Gary.United Kingdom. With this whole identity aspect. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's I'm just having fun. Consensus. Be really careful about the things you click in and what you mint and what you connect your wallet to. But Consensus does have a commemorative NFT free mint going on right now. So if you want to go check that out, check out that free mint, get that NFT, say you were there. There's like 50,000 of them that are minted already, just so you got one, for free minus the mint cost. And last but not least, there's the Gitcoin grants for $1 a day. You can feed a degen. They need your help. They need your matching funds. It really goes a long way. People are creating content. They're doing onboarding. People are creating code. Whatever. If you don't like the content creators, or if you like the coders more, give the content creators $1. Give the coders $2. Or just don't give the content creators any dollars. Just like go give money how you want to give money. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I'm here to tell you that there's people who you probably like and probably respect. There's people who are working on things that you might think are cool or beneficial for your world. And you should selfishly or altruistically go give them a couple bucks. And if you do that, definitely go to passport.gitcoin.co and fill out your passport there, because it makes your money go a lot longer. It amplifies how much matching your money gives, and helps with helps with the system. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. I can't believe I'm glad I woke up. I didn't have to worry about the merge. I'm glad I woke up, and the system wasn't blown up. I'm glad I didn't wake up and to like the Bitcoin maximalist like dancing on the graves of Ethereum. So that was nice. So the sun comes up. I guess that's the story.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary. Right, Gary's another OG in the game. Right, he's been in the game just as long as Master. Right, so that's another very grateful to have Gary as a consistent speaker and panelist on this show, man. You guys are what makes this show special. I can't do it alone. So the guys who come on stage on a day-to-day basis, you have no idea the gratitude I have for y'all, right? Because if it was just Kev speaking here every day alone, I don't know if we would have anywhere near the amount of success we have right now. But let's keep it moving right along, right? We have, let's go to Flex. Flex, man, happy to have you here, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. Thank you so much for having me every day. I love to be here and get to chit chat with you guys. I'm super stoked that Gary mentioned that Consensus Regenesis, the open edition, because I did secure one of those this morning. I guess the question was, is there going to be I have that one question every day. Is there going to be some sort of POAP, or will there be an actual, because, I linked up my Gitcoin thing the other day that you told me to do, and I got to verify my POAP for like my 4-digit and so on and so forth. Will there be a POAP for us being part of the merge? I guess is my first question. And then my second question is, oh, no, that's my only question because I actually Master answered my first one already. So yeah, that's my only question for the day. So thank you. I write this stuff down. So thank you guys so much for dealing with me daily.
I only know about the NFT, which is kind of a POAP, but not a POAP. I haven't heard of any other POAPs, or I'm not part of the cool kids clubs to be on the list for those. And actually, someone did DM me a POAP, but I'm not sure if that was just like a DM. So I was on one cool kid club.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did. I got ENS Christine, actually, over in Ireland, woke me up bright and early to tell me that was coming out, and she actually gifted me that. So that's how I obtained mine this morning and was notified. So a big shout out again. Part of what I'm saying this community is about, we help each other, we share with each other. I mean, hell, I doxed my mama today. I doxed my T. Jones today. Straight up. So if y'all go look at my page, that's me and my mama. I'm a mama's boy. You know what I mean? So I just love the space. I love the family. I love the community, and I always will support the queens. Always. So thank you so much. 5159.
Yeah, thank you, Flex. Speaking on POAPs, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I think now's a great time to bring it up since you brought it up. ENS updates. We'll be doing official POAPs. Right, we will be doing official POAPs. We have a very limited amount. We're going to keep it to about 100. Gary and his team is helping me kind of put those together. Right, so
not true. Correct that. Stop saying lies.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to spill too much.
No. You got to correct that last sentence.
My bad, Gary. Ada is helping me put the POAPs together.
And Ada, aka Unfolded Life and Unfolded Life's team. Not Gary and his team. It's Unfolded Life and her team.
Ada,
because I ain't doing shit for this. This is all you guys.
You're right. Gary, I should rephrase that. Gary connected me to Ada, and that's how that relationship came about. But she has helped me with the POAP. So thank you, Gary, for the connection with that. And we're gonna be announcing that maybe sometime this week, maybe sometime next week, maybe in 2 weeks. Who knows? But if you're on the space, if you're consistent coming to the space, you will receive one. And but we're thinking of some cool ways to gamify it, right? Cool ways to kind of add some quote unquote utility to it. So stay tuned for that. I know I had 3402 for hand up. The stage is yours.
We love Ada. She is a huge part of the Queen, so we love Ada. But GM, Kev, Ron, Master, community, what a glorious day, monumental, years in the making, and we are all here to celebrate. The weather is so bright today, so put on those sunglasses, wear some SPF, soak it up, and I will share our daily forecast. So buy the rumor, sell the news. Ethereum at 1486, post-merge cool down. Bitcoin just shy of 20K. Our top categories in the last 24 hours, we got the 10K club hit by the merge effect, dropping 25% in 24 hours, but still on top with 62 ETH volume. We have the 999 club dropping at temp slightly with 57 ETH volume, and the 100K club dreary by comparison, an ETH an hour coming in with 24 ETH total volume. Making this list, I see the surnames. Yes, sir. Temps rising in this category with over 16 ETH in the past 24 hours. Everyone's been wondering when surnames. There you have it. Top sales in the last 24 hours with the merge in full force. We witnessed epic paper hands with the sale of diamondhands.eth for 12 ETH. Headline for the broadcast has officially been changed to Paper Hand Sells His Soul. And I have a feeling you'll have to pry this grill from his cold, dead diamond hands. A game of conviction, fam, which is not the vibes the seller of Spain.eth gave me in the last 24 hours. Spain.eth sold for 16 ETH. Congrats to the buyer, and that's all I have to say about that. Top 7-day sale. No surprise, we have a 3-digit 026.eth for 42 ETH. Next, the area code for Illinois. Who knows it? I'll wait. Time's up. 708.eth sold for nearly 39 ETH.
917.ETH sold for 36.6 ETH, and Anaheim, California's area code 714 sold for 35 ETH. Next up, we have floors. Our floors are falling. Great day for that IRL payday. Drop it like it's hot. I'm going shopping. We have the 10K Club looking like a sexy buy from a short week ago at 2.3 ETH. But the weather report is never financial advice, and much like the IRL weather, usually a day late to the party. 999 Club, I see no cool down in sight. I'm still holding out hope for that fat finger slip to join this club, sitting at a 34 ETH floor price. 100K Club dropping 55% volume in the last 24 hours, but managing to hold that floor price at 0.06. Surnames a point at 0.05 floor price and in the green. The outlook is bright for this category. We are still early, watching this one slowly rise. Highlighted bids. I felt like I was at the Friday night happy hour. Whiskey.eth, shot.eth, wine.eth, pipe.eth, and gin.eth all received 1 ETH offers, which made it more of reality that I was drunk at the bar. Impressive sales. We have paw.eth for 7 ETH. And then where are my emoji fanatics? We had a sale of 3 shopping cart emojis selling for 2.5 ETH. And then the negative seeing some action, negative 94.ETH sold for 1.8 ETH. In the negatives, but still on fire, double entendre. Let's fucking go. That's a wrap for today, but continue to revel in this glorious epic day and join us tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time for the merge party. Thank you, Kev.
Thank you, 3402. That was a phenomenal report, right? We miss when you're not able to attend the show because of in real life work, right? The goal is for all of us to one day go full time Web3 because we can't be missing these reports when 3402 is not here. So we do appreciate that. That was very good. Once again, you come on stage and you crush your role every time. I love it. Let's keep the show moving right along here. Before we keep it moving, let's give a round of applause for 3402. That was phenomenal, right? That was phenomenal work that she did there. Let's go over to 2302. The stage is yours, and then we'll go over to Punks.
Hey, how's it going? 5159, Ron, Master. Great weather report again. Just wanted to come in and bring up, I guess, contextualize a lot of what was said by the OGs to start off. And first up is that, yeah, Ethereum has so much further to go. I know people were already in the comments joking like wind sharding now, but like massive things like dank sharding. Vitalik spoke about it a week ago. He's in massive support of the work that's going on at the layer 2 level. So that's like a more immediate way to scale Ethereum. But like down the line, we're going to see proto sharding. We're going to see dank sharding. And that's what's going to get us to those billion users and being able to support them for 100 to 1,000 times cheaper fees. And so we need to build applications right now for that day. And with that said, it's time to integrate and build these businesses from the ground up using this community. I think NFTverse alluded to this earlier, but that's why this community is different. Like, do you think that a bunch of .com owners, 3-digit .com owners were in spaces like this? Like, absolutely not. Like, this community has been built from the ground up, and really the way that Web2 companies made it all, they made all of their money, made all of their profits, and got to keep it for themselves. This is what Web3 is about, right? And this is a lot of the ethos that it's been about from the beginning, is decentralizing the financial system. And that doesn't mean you don't have centralized services like ENS Vision, but it just means that they are built from the ground up from communities like ENS. And it's been massive to see. And so we need to remain the focus on that, as building their businesses. And personally, I have like a Web3 music platform that I'm working on right now. So getting that minimum viable product and then introducing that into the community, there's a ton of developers, ton of graphic designers that we're all here ready to work on this type of stuff. And that's what makes this really exciting, because 5 years ago, someone like me couldn't just come in and build an MVP and then actually have users that are willing to not only use it, but actually start to work on it, which, by the way, I feel like my platform, refining it, it's more hip hop related. So all of you with your bars out there, make sure to save them. But yeah, talking about a little bit of what Master.eth also said, the time present value of money. So if you're getting a great offer, I'm more of the opinion that you should kind of take it if it's a high enough offer that you feel like you can do something with it keeping it within the ENS community, and not sell shaming or any of that, but if you can take it and make more value. Let's say you want to maybe see how the 5 digits are hot, trading off of a 4 digit or a 3 letter or something like that. I feel like that's very important to do. And then to talk, I think, about what Gary was saying earlier about the cities list, I feel like having some sort of protocolized version of voting for that would be really awesome, because I know, like, right now we want, okay, Chicago.eth, but I feel like also something like Chi.eth, like CHI.eth. Like, how is that not Chicago? AUS maybe for Austin. So I feel like if we have some sort of voting system, I don't know if that's something ENS is able to do, ENS Vision is able to do. Maybe that's something that Bloom Capital is going to bring into the game. But I feel like that'd be a huge step forward for that in terms of the ENS categories, to maybe make that a little more decentralized, whether or not that needs to happen on or off chain. I'll leave that for the developers, or I'd love to be a part of a developer team that's doing that. But I mean, a lot to be excited about. Massive day. I feel like this is one of those were you there moments, and then were you there before the merge moments. So just a pleasure to be here with everyone, and it has been great being able to be on these spaces recently. I was so glad I moved around my schedule to be here at 10 a.m. So, or my local time, 10 a.m. So thanks for having me up. Yeah, this has been a great day to celebrate.
Yeah, thank you, 2302. A couple of things there. One, shout out to you West Coast guys uh, and girls who get up a little bit earlier to catch this show, right? I can only imagine the time difference in that. So shout out to y'all. And two, about what domain plug, I don't want to spill too much beans here, but something like what you just mentioned will be in the works, is working on that, right? Kind of introducing more categories and things like that, user generated for the people. So that's going to be something exciting to talk about and to experience when that comes out. Now, last but not least, I also want to say this as well. This is super important to say, because I 100% still support and love ENS Vision. Right, ENS Vision has done a phenomenal job supporting and bringing this ecosystem to where we are today. Let's not get that wrong. Let's not get it twisted. Right, without ENS Vision, I don't know if the ENS ecosystem is this far along. So shout out to ENS Vision. I think Domain Plug is kind of taking a different approach, a slightly different approach than ENS Vision. There's still going to be competitors at the end of the day. ENS Vision, OpenSea, Domain Plug. They're all three are going to be competitors. But I still got to give love and shout out to Vision for bringing us to where we are here, man. But yeah, let's keep it moving right along. Let's go over to Punks, ENS Punks, man. The stage is yours, brother.
GM Kev, Ron Master, thank you for hosting this as always. All the speakers, and then of course the community who's in here always supporting. Yeah, I'm happy. 2302 kind of was in that buffer. I didn't really want to follow up from the weather report. That would have been brutal. But so I as a follow up though, it was good. 2302. There a shout out to Vision, like Kev was saying. Initially the way it was is it was like it was a mess. People were just requesting these clubs, and there was no way that was going to be a workable system. And they took that to GitHub, and they improved the system. Now the community can get together. They can do a pull request on GitHub to have categories added. If there's already a category added, then you can go into their Discord, and let's say you feel you've got a name that should be included in the Discord, you can make a ticket, and they'll sort of look at that on the merits. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but there is a system in place. And other than that, I'm going to pin a couple things at the top. So, shout out to shout out to the ENS Queens. Like Flexter said it right. We support the queens, we support the ladies and the women in this space. I'm constantly doing what I can to onboard them, to build for them. You go to ensqueens.eth.limo, whose website you think that is, and then there's a list of Queens websites, and our boy Flexter knows that they're on fleek. So who do you think built those? Constantly building, constantly doing the damn thing. But today is a special Gitcoin awareness space that me and the homie 3402 are hosting. It is with a queen. It is with our girl Drea, and she has a fantastic project, ENS Grows. It is all about promoting the growth of ENS and promoting the people who are building. So if you're not following Drea, if you're not following ENS Grows, do the damn thing, right? Support, follow, get on that Gitcoin grant, support. And what it really is like a subscription newsletter, and it's amazing. So you know, recently Zero's talked about how incredible her work is, and these threads she does and they are. So if you haven't read it, if you're not following, you need to be on it. You'll see these sort of weekly updates. And you know, again, we always talk about alpha, right? She's feeding you the alpha, so you can drag the horse to water. You can't make it drink, but Dre is going to throw your ass in. So then, what are you going to do? You know. And then I give me 1 second here. There's one more space and tweet I want to talk about. You know, we're talking about the merge, and we got another queen space, right? Later tonight. There are a bunch of guest speakers. I'm lucky enough to be one of these guest speakers, and I'm going to be talking about the ENS DAO, the governance token, right? That's what I do. I'm all about the organization. I'm all about governance. I'm all about what's going on in the DAO. Why? Because at the end of the day, what the DAO does, it manages and governs the community treasury, and that's what ENS Punks is always talking about, right? So, you know, anybody in here who's got a grant, I bet you've talked to me about it and I've assisted you. You know, that's not to take credit. That's to say my DMs are open. I will help. If y'all want to get funding, you know, I'm not saying I will open up my wallet and pay, but look at the donations and tell me I don't do that too. So, again, it costs nothing. Follow Ship of Fools. So Ship of Fools is doing this special editions Queen Space tonight, the Let's Merge party. I am lucky enough through Board ENS Yacht Club to be a sponsor of it, and I will be giving away 2 subdomains at this space. There's, I think, 4 other sponsors, so a lot of stuff going on in this ENS Queen space. You know, the Queens are promoting projects are promoting the Queens. That is doing the damn thing. And the other thing, I guess I'd want to say, you know, we're talking about POAPs, and there was a space for me, this NFT project. They call it the Bat Cave. I think they're Moonbats, and they wanted to have the Board ENS Yacht Club and talk to me. And they were asking about this token. I think by now everybody knows about my fractionals and my obsession with them. And it comes from law. It comes from this idea, you know, Gary was talking about it, right? ENS names are, you know, they're programmable. I mean, that, you know, people say NFT. It's a self-executing program on the blockchain. That's what these are all about. Now, what I like about ENS and what my tokens are really about. So I have 999 of the skull and crossbone emoji tokens. And what I call that, I call it a replacement to POAP. I used the ENS name, fractionalized it, and that token now represents your proof of attendance protocol. So I love the fact that the community is coming together and they're going to be making POAPs, and it's in, you know, support and promotion of the space. But I'd also kind of suggest think outside the box a little bit. Think how you could use ENS instead of a POAP, and you can. And again, one of those things. If Gary, if your wife, who, you know, another queen, wants to talk to me about it, I'd love to maybe kind of pitch it on her and let her take the concept and run with it, because why use the POAP, proof of attendance protocol, when we can use ENS as the proof of attendance? And I think I could show y'all how that's done. So just keep doing the damn thing.
Just keep doing the damn thing. Shout out to Punks, true community steward, real community advocate. Love this guy in our community. Glad to have you in our community, but he never really talks about his project much. So I'm going to show his project for him. Binsic is Punk's project. I think they're still minting right now. It's a phenomenal project, phenomenal work. Punks is focused on helping the community out, right? Helping, you know, get community funded, educating the community. He comes on here every day and he speaks on behalf of the community, on behalf of the ENS DAO, right? So check out his project in his bio, board ENSYC, and just give him some love if you can, right? He's giving everybody else love. He's supporting everybody else. So really take the time to learn about what he's doing as well. Gary has his hand up. Let's go over to Gary.
Heyo, yeah. I think you should get in contact with in terms of all that, get in contact with the POAP team. POAP team, they know ENS, they love ENS. And when I hear about a lot of people talking about a lot of different things, and they're talking about this instead of that and that instead of this, I just think, why do we got to have an or, and why can't we have an and? So why can't we have a POAP that uses an ENS subdomain, right? Why can't I go like Gary's 21st birthday, right? bday21.garypalmerjr.f, and then I make like fractionalized POAPs under that has like kind of like how the .earth project has the NFT and the subdomain connected. Maybe we can have the subdomain in a POAP, and then it uses the POAP protocol and leverages multiple networks of network effect. But I mean, with that being said, the whole idea of just the subdomain being like a collection is totally real. That's totally going to happen. To unlock the door, to unlock the lock, it's going to be a subdomain. To access to the work is going to be the subdomain. Like membership to the family is going to be the subdomain. Yeah, but I think it's going to. I think there's like you can do it the POAP way, you can do it the ENS subdomain way. Then there's people that are probably working on making it everything all together. Yeah, and the reason my hand was up is I was just thinking about the whole ENS vision thing and the domain plug thing, and there's also like the pre-domain .eth project, which is out there too. Even though they really haven't done much, they still have like a thing you can look at. And I think about it, I'm like, I was going to go with the whole fast. I was like, you can have like a McDonald's and a Wendy's, or pick your poison, right? But whatever, you can say like a restaurant too. It's like there's not just one restaurant in my neighborhood, or there shouldn't be. Like there should be more than one restaurant. I don't want to eat the same meal every day. I want there to be some competition. I don't want like the one restaurant to get lazy. I don't want them to like lower their health standards. I don't want them to lower the quality of their service or their food. I don't want them to lower the quality of their innovation and their ideas. And I don't want them. I want the owner to walk in and be like, "Yo, chef, why is the menu not changed? Like why is this old? Why is this lame? What's different? What's the season? What's going on?" You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, if the owners just lazy and happy, there's no competition. If they aren't aren't holding themselves accountable, right? We don't want just one ultimate place to buy food. We don't want just one ultimate place to get our information. We don't want just, it's like, unless it's a network, right? Like obviously we don't need two sets of roads and two bathrooms, right? But you want like one set of, but I mean, in terms of like the systems that use those rails, I think that there's more. I mean, and consider this. Do you really think, because let me just say this. Do you really think that GoDaddy isn't going to start doing their own, like, um, selling ENS names? Obviously, they are, right? Like, how long are they going to, like, watch the pain of losing this money before they start doing brokerage, before they start doing sales, before they start getting involved, right? And when they come on the scenes, it's going to be them. A 800-pound gorilla is going to walk into the room, and then you're going to have ENS Vision, you're going to have Domain Plug, you're going to have pre-domain. You have all these little projects, right? Little, like they're gigantic in our eyes, but they're little in terms of the rest of the world, right? And so we're going to need them to be strong. We're going to need them to work together. We're going to need them to both be independent and accountable. We don't know how this is going to evolve, and I would really hope that people hold businesses accountable by the quality of service that they provide both the individual and the community, and that we don't look at primarily as like we could have friends and we could have tribes, but we got to be knowing sort of what the enemy on the horizon is, right? This is the middle of the movie where the Avengers, they're on the same team and they're fighting with each other. And it's like, all right, guys, like have the really bad fight so we could have the really horrible scene. So then later you could come together, and then we could go fight, whatever the real bad guy is, right? ENS Vision and Bloom and Predomain, each of them are Avengers, and we all got to come together for the real enemies on the horizon.
Wow, very, very, very well said, Gary. Right, I couldn't agree more. I think a sign of more marketplaces and more demand for ENS is a great sign, right? It shows that the ecosystem is growing. Look at where we were back in back in April, right back in March for those who were here back in February, right? Look at it within less than a year. Look what's happening. Multiple marketplaces, multiple daily spaces, 2 million registered users on the way to 3 million, right? So a lot has been happening, and once we hit 5 million registered names or 10 million registered names and over 2 million unique wallets, we're gonna need multiple marketplaces, right? We're gonna need multiple sources of avenue of information, multiple spaces. So the ecosystem is only growing. We're only getting bigger. We're only getting larger, and this is a very good sign. If you've been here since the beginning of the year, even let's just say April. April is really when this thing took off because of the digits minting out, right? That's when ENS really started getting some massive attention outside of the airdrop they did back I think that was November or October last year, right? So so good signs ahead. I'm very excited for the next 12 months. I think the next 12 months is going to be a ride. I think we're going to see some phenomenal growth over the next 12 months because of the name wrapper, because of the Ethereum upgrades, because of more bigger names and bigger players coming into the ecosystem. We do have Digital Goat on stage with the Crypto Slam team. Digital Goat, do you want to say some words, brother?
Sure, sure. Thanks for having me. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to give you all your flowers, man. 5159, Ron, Master, 3402, and all the partners that make this space happen. Just great to be a part of this awesome community. I've been a silent listener for a while and recently reached out to 5159. I appreciate your DMs being open, by the way. But reached out, and he was awesome enough to join our podcast and drop some alpha alongside ENS Academy and the lead dev for Penelope's country club regarding all things ENS. I think it's pinned to the top here if you guys want to check that out. There's some great knowledge and information in that. So just a little bit of my background, y'all. I'm the marketing manager for Crypto Slam and Dropping Now. Essentially, I've just been really excited to come and inject more value with the content that we provide. I think the NFT space is awesome, and it's been a wonderful ride so far. But ENS in particular is just so amazing to me because it has the brand potential and of Web3 identity, which is fantastic that you see in some other collections. But not only that, that has like this organic community growth. And I know it's been mentioned several times, but I just want to point out, this ENS doesn't need influencers for growth. It's somewhat Ponzi proof in that. I just think that's super super amazing. Um, there's active utility across Web 2 and Web 3 and unlimited one of one NFTs. So I just think that's just phenomenal. We see so many .com whales have migrated to NS. Puma bought their name. Hove or Jay-Z owns Hove.eth. Budweiser owning, beer .eth. It's just fantastic. So there's obviously potential in the space, and we're seeing a lot of this happen during the bear market. So I'm sure the bull cycle is just going to be crazy. So I commend everyone who's on this space listening and tapping in every single day, as well as branching out to all of those who make this happen, because everyone in this space, I'm sure, has a bunch of things going on. And so I just invite you all. My DMs are also open. I do free consultations, but Crypto Slam, we do have a podcast called Crypto Slam Clubhouse. And we're really just looking to highlight and bring on, highlight those that are building, highlight the knowledgeable people in this space, and just inject as much value as we can by creating awesome content, because we're all still really, really early. And sometimes we can, it doesn't feel like that because we talk about this all the time. I know anytime someone wants to talk to me about NFTs, I light up. It's just almost second nature. I literally do this and live this every single day. But there's still so many people who just aren't hip to what's going on in this space and the real potential. So I commend you all for being on this space and joining and showing up every single day and soaking up as much game as possible. As well as what I love about this community in particular, it's like you all aren't hiding anything or hiding the alpha, hiding the information. Uh, 3402. That was an awesome weather report, and I appreciate you dropping so much game. And I just love that about this community. Crypto Slam. in general, we're a data aggregation company, and we track NFTs across across 17 different blockchains, and we're adding new blockchains as often and as quickly as we can. And so I've had my eye on ENS just because ENS has consistently been in our top 20, which is a big deal when you consider all the NFTs collections that are out there. And if I look at our last 30-day chart, ENS is holding down the fifth spot across 17 blockchains, which is major, huge, right? We also recently released a marketplace. And even if you go to that marketplace, which is droppingnow.io, I'm not really trying to shill. I'm just putting you all on the information that's available just because I think it's awesome and it just speaks to the volume of the potential that we have. But droppingnow.io, ENS has totally taken over our marketplace. It's a Dutch auction marketplace. So prices are literally dropping every second, every day. But ENS has literally just taken over and flooded, which is fantastic. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to be on this space. I'll be joining more routinely and regularly. I want to know how different ways that I can inject as much value as possible, because that's really what I'm all about, is growing community by sharing information and providing value to the community, and providing information that people actually care about and want to learn more about. So feel free to reach out to me if you all have any questions. My DMs are open, like I said, and we'd love to have more ENS Maxis on our podcast, ENS Queens on our podcast. And so definitely reach out to me. We'd love to make it happen. I'm just happy to be here. Super excited to be, one of the early ones in this space.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well said, Digital Gold. Yeah, man, it's not chilling. You're just sharing information, valuable information with the community, right? So we appreciate that. I think there's some phenomenal speakers on stage right now that you guys could do a podcast with, right? You guys could do some type of collaboration with, like you did with me and ENS Academy. I think most people on stage right now would make a great feature, a great guest on that. 2302, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Digital, I just wanted to say I would love to DM you, but I think you don't follow me back, and I don't know if the DMs are open that way. So if you want to just, I don't know, either way that works. I'd love to talk about what 5159 just said.
For sure. I just followed you back, man. So yeah, let's chat. And anyone else, if I happen to not follow you, if I miss something, just shoot me a tweet or something and I'll follow you back and we can chat it up.
Awesome. And by the way, the podcast I did with Crypto Slam team, they're grade A guys, right? Super nice guys. I can advocate for them. Great experience. I pinned it as the first tweet to the top. And you do not have to dox if you do not want to dox, right? I did not dox myself on that podcast, and they're very respectful of that. So I do appreciate that. So by the way, let's keep moving right along. Thank you, Digital Goat. I know we have ETH Galaxy on stage. ETH Galaxy, man, the stage is yours, brother.
GM post merge. Yesterday was pre merge. I don't know if it's going to be like a point in history where it's like BC, before Christ, but it's something special. I was on a call. Shout out to Will. He's probably down in the list here of the 1,000 people that are listening. And he opened up a space going into the merge, and I was able to join for a bit and to fill up the discussion. There's nothing better than to talk about ENS. So it's just incredible. It's not just an ID, but utility. Me being one guy, I'm not a developer, and I wanted to finish a project before the merge just to see as a proof of concept that I can do it, and I did it. I'm not shilling, but I have swapmoney.eth, and what I did is I managed to put the Uniswap widget on there. It's a decentralized hosted following Satoshi test account's video that he's put online. So I really stand on the shoulders of giants to be able to do this. If I was to do this in the regular world, I work with a lot of financial institutions. The amount of infrastructure I would need, security layers, firewalls, user rights, access tables, server maintenance, hardening, you name it, it'd be a friggin' nightmare. The fact that I could do this one guy and you could trade hundreds of millions through swap money, I don't make any revenue from it. It's just to show that one guy can do this, can make a huge impact using ENS due to the utility. So I just wanted to say congratulations to the Ethereum team, and for all of us for sticking around. I'm excited for what's to come. 5159, back to you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, ETH Galaxy. Well said, man. I'm excited for what's to come as well, and I think we all are. Also, we just added E-Money to the stage. E-Money, the stage is yours, brother.
Hey man, thanks for having me on as ever. just a quick bit of alpha. There was an announcement today that Walmart are moving into the digital banking space, which is just kind of insane news. I mean, and it's kind of at the same time as like the Ethereum merge. Don't want to take any kind of news away from them, but this is kind of big news for the digital banking space. They made an application in 2019, or they made some applications for stable coins. So just take have a quick look at the Walmart news. That, along with the the patent for stable coins, is going to be a huge thing for the crypto space, and I would imagine the wallet space. So thanks for having me on. Just wanted to drop that in. Check out the Walmart news. Could be great for the wallet space and the digital identity space.
Wait, can you go a little bit deeper into that, or can you pin it to the top about the Walmart news? Because I'm not sure if I caught all of that, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that now. I'm just driving, so just give me a few seconds and I'll pin it up for everybody to have a look at.
Yeah, definitely. Please don't do it while you're driving right now, brother. Cool. Sounds good, man. Let's go right over to Divine Angel.eth. The stage is yours.
Good morning. I just wanted to ask a question. I noticed that a lot of the talk here has been revolved around Gitcoin and passports, but I don't know too much about it. I just heard it a lot in the background from you guys talking, and I'm just wondering if you can elaborate a little bit more on what this is so I can like soak up what it is.
So, what is a Gitcoin grant? Is what you're asking?
Yeah, because I don't have I don't know what it is, so I'm just asking what is it.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll pass that one over to Gary because I think Gary could do the best. Actually, he talks about it daily, giving us the best explanation. Gary, if you want to take that, please.
Yeah, there's different projects that are working in the space, and sometimes they're creating code or content, or they're working on protocols. There's all sorts of projects doing all sorts of different things. And what you can do is that you can go to gitcoin.co/grants. And you can go to that website, gitcoin.co/grants, and you can see, like when you land there, that it's going on from September 7th to September 22nd. So, and this happens, I think, 4 times a year. So the current round is going on for 1 more week. So it's technically not too late to submit your own grant, and it's absolutely not too late to donate to other people's grants. But if anyone on this call was to go to gitcoin.co/grants, you'll see that there's, all this matching money. There's like over $1 million in matching funds. And whenever someone donates $1 to a project, then they can get multiple dollars back in return. And so there's some projects, you can just go to Gitcoin grants, and you can donate $1 to 10 different projects. And that can have the effect of like donating, a couple hundred dollars, right? So by donating just $10, that's like having the power of donating a few $100s. So a little bit of money can go a long, long way into helping people in their projects.
Thank you so much. So from my understanding, if you reveal yourself and give your identity, there's a match that occurs with, I guess, who matches that? I'm still trying to.
If you go to the website, website, I just came from like New Jersey or something. If you go to the website, gitcoin.co/grants, getcoin.co/grants, which I recommend you do. Like everyone, WTF, geez, people, just go to the site right now, please. Just do it. Okay, you guys haven't done it yet. Go to the site, Gitcoin. No, I was asking, now I'm telling you, getcoin.co/grants. And when you go to that site, let it load and scroll down a little bit. And it's going to say discover matching rounds. And it's going to say 500,000 available for the main round, plus 500,000 for something, things that have projects that are involved in decentralized science, plus 350,000 for projects that are combating climate change, plus $300,000 for projects that are doing crypto advocacy, plus $150,000 matching for projects that are, involved in diversity, equity, and inclusion, plus another 375,000, plus another 300,000, plus another 100,000, plus 100,000. But I mean, damn, like looking at this, the 69,000 from ENS looks like peanuts. Not even that's a 69 grand from ENS. But there's like all this money that from all these different sources that'll match other people's money. And so everyone, donating $10 could be like donating hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? You have 10 projects and they each on average get about $10 matched to the dollar. That's $100 right there. And do you want to give $100? Like maybe you do. How about if you give $10 and that's like you gave $100? Sure. That's what people could do.
Yeah, and just to kind of piggyback off of that, I pinned my. If you guys haven't gone on the site yet, I did pin my grant to the top, and all you guys need to do is donate $1, $1, $1, and that goes a long way. Not $2, not $5, not $10. Just donate $1. The more people that donate $1, the more funding that we could potentially get for ENS updates and kind of upgrade this thing to the next level, right? So it's not much money. It's $1. Help support your local creator, y'all. I don't have any more space on the stage. Let's just kind of call this one. This is probably the first space we end on time, or actually early, right? So let's go. Any final thoughts or any final words from our co-hosts, our speakers, and then we'll call this one a day. Let's start with Ron.
Yeah, just great space. Once again, great celebration today. Congrats, ENS on everything that's happening here. Congrats, of course, to the ETH and their merge. I did go in while we were talking here and swept 13 more ENS maxis because, I probably own 75, 80 now. I don't know, but I've just been buying them little by little. I haven't gone crazy because we've all done that. We've all gone and bought a bunch of stuff that turned into nothing, right? We've all played that game if you've been in the game long enough. But I saw from the very beginning what they were doing. So, it was a big decision for me to change my my mutant that that I still have, and that everyone knew me by, thousands of apes and mutants knew me by that. It was a big thing for me to change this cheetah, but I saw obviously most of my focus is on ENS. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to, rather than, I'm just going to find an ENS Maxi I like. I've given a bunch away and I've just kind of been slowly picking them up here and there, but love what they're doing. Love to see what they're doing. They were the first sponsor on this show. Like Kev always says, when no one else believed in us, they did. They're helping the ENS Latino, and they're doing great things. I love that space, even though my Spanish sucks. And anyway, yeah, it's just fun, and it's I love the grassrootsness. Hopefully, that becomes a big project someday. There's obviously I look at it as the only utility it needs is to just show that we're ENS Maxis and we're in the different spaces. So anyway, shout out to the Maxis, shout out to everyone here and the support, and be looking forward to NFT versus Friday night happy hour. Hopefully Budweiser or the Maxis or someone sponsors that as well. Love to just kick back and kind of put the stress aside. And shout out to Punks for inspiring me. This week I started my high intensity training, and been hitting the gym hard instead of just showing up and sitting there and buying ENS names. I'm actually going in and breaking a sweat. So thanks to Punks and his inspirational morning 6.9 mile run every day. So anyway, yeah, just exciting day. Congrats to everyone that's here, and let's just keep rocking and rolling.
Hey man, Ron, don't feel bad. We all have those gym days where we kind of just okay, we're here. We don't really feel like working out. Twitter's going kind of fun. Let's go register some names. We all have those days, brother. Don't feel bad. That was kind of me the last 2 days, to be honest. I was in the gym and I was just really on spaces, tuning into spaces. So I am also inspired. I will break a sweat today, y'all. I'm gonna break a sweat in the gym today. I'm gonna actually work out for real now, because you guys inspired me. Let's go over to Master. Master, the stage is yours, brother. Any final words?
Yeah, I really hope someday that this space can go from online to offline. And another tip for you guys is that grills will never be suck. Actually, my family, we just acquired another grill name, Spain, that is. It was acquired by my dear. When she make bidding, it doesn't like me, keep bidding like 5 or 6. She was like, she see the listing was 38, so she was okay, give him 16. Okay, something like that. She want to make it one shot to make it clean, and he accepted it, which is good. I think right before name rapper go live. Although I see a lot of people say maybe Spanish they won't use Spain, that is they prefer like España written in Spanish. But I don't care. I think ASCII maybe is the most valuable name overall, because you don't need to switch the keyboard to me, because I love those clean word in English. So yeah, you see, I already my bag is very big, but I'm still buying the grails. I'm super bullish. Just you don't focus on what people says, but you focus what is a fact and what they did, right? So I'm doing some example for you. Happy good days, and I hope to talk to you guys same time tomorrow. Thanks.
Wow, this guy Master added another one to the collection. Wow, man, that congrats. That's a big one. I think Spain.eth is huge, especially like you said with the name rappers coming out. I think all geolocations will be phenomenally great. Speakers, and if you guys want to speak, wait, hold on, guys. I don't think we went to Crypto Reporter didn't get to speak today. And he's probably because he changed his name to Decency. Crypto Reporter, man, the stage is yours, brother.
Hey y'all, GM, everybody. I'm sorry, I had quite a night. I'm over on the East Coast, so I was waiting till like 2, 3. I think I passed out, and then I was just like, man, I just hope it works. I was like, I was just like, just fingers crossed. Everybody had like their Y2K moment. Like, did you get your water? Are you prepared? Everybody had that moment last night, so I'm glad to see that. We're all still here. The Earth still spins. um, yeah, it's quite amazing to see. So just shout out everybody. I know we're trying to end up the space. Shout out everybody for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here today. So appreciate that. Uh, Coming off of what Gary and Kevin been saying, please check out the Gitcoin grants. Officially, I got paid today, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna, just do my part, just be able to donate, just even if $1 a day could, you could help solve, help save a starving writer, stuff like that. Also, beer.eth, beer, Budweiser. I sent this over to Kev, but Budweiser officially says this Bud's for the merge. Budweiser repping beer.eth, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that. So I think that's going to be amazing. I'm going to be on the hunt for grails in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think Ron said earlier, just global macro. I don't think it's really just ETH dumping. I think it's just really everything. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for grails. I know that there are going to be some paper hands out there, so I'm just gonna be picking up more grails like decency. Yeah, that's my goal. So stay safe, y'all. Degen responsibly. Love all y'all. And Kev, you can take it away.
Cool. I guess I'll take it away here. Just to kind of closing thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. This ENS updates. We do the show every Monday through Friday, but you already know that. Catch us again tomorrow at 11 a.m. I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor ENS Maxi. a 10K ENS Maxi PFP collection, and you can see what they're doing for the community right now, right? They're supporting different ENS spaces. They're advocates for the community. So keep doing what you're doing, ENS Maxi. The hard work is not going unnoticed. I want to give a shout out to our second sponsor, Domain Plug. They are creating an ENS marketplace for all of us to explore, right? So with that being said, y'all, my laptop is too far away for closing music. So I'm just going to end this thing and see y'all tomorrow. Peace.